Today's episode is brought to you by Feels. Become a member today and get 50% off your first month's order by heading over to feels.com/rogue. Be careful, they're both tricky. Feel, E-A-O-O-U? O-U. G-U. Spell it right.
Did you ever want to solve crimes when you were a kid?
I mean, I read Encyclopedia Brown.
I think when kids really want to solve crimes, the juvenile surveillance state starts.
Wait. You talking about snitches?
You just start spying on everyone?
Oh, no, I did do a ton of spying.
I know
Kept
you did.
Detailed notes, finding hiding spots.
Mike, your parents' bedroom?
Okay, that's a real thing. God damn it. I'm so glad they found it. God, how scarring would that have been? Hey man, we got articles over at themodernrogue.com where we tell extraordinary stories of exceptional people, and this week we are talking about 5 awesome kids who solved real-ass crimes.
Okay, now the first one is pretty great. I was like an amateur cartographer when I was a kid.
Yes.
You know, drawing maps of just everything, but mostly, you know.
Real things are made up things.
I feel like in Dragons.
Yeah.
It was Dungeons and Dragons. It was fine.
That one.
Okay, so in 2017, we had 2 kids in the German town of
Erkenschwick.
That's good.
There you go. If
Yeah.
you shout it, it sounds more German.
Sure. And the kids are 8 and 9, so and they're like me, cartographers.
Amateur cartographers.
Amateur cartographers. They witnessed a hit and run.
Yeah, and this is no minor detail. We're watching a car just back the heck up, boom, smack into a car and peel out, and then drive around, and then get the hell out. It's like in that panicked moment, somebody backs up and you're like, that's thousands of dollars of damage, let me just go this way. You're like, that's a cul-de-sac, let me turn around and go that way.
It's like when you panic and you don't know how to get out of a situation, so you're just bumping into people like you're suddenly half blind.
But in this case, the cops talked to him and asked them to recreate, to actually draw out stuff, and they gave such a detailed account that so precisely matched the evidence that they were able to make an arrest.
One of the police officers involved says if he's being honest, it was actually just as good as any one of his colleagues.
All right, as an amateur cartographer, what do you say?
Okay, let's see. Looking at the map here, they've got a garden. Well, that's misspelled.
German, you asshole. All right, keep going. All right, so obviously those are at the top of our leaderboard, right? Kids draw a map that gets somebody arrested.
Solid. They solved a crime.
Sure.
So in 2016, our next one's outside of London, there was an Easter egg hunt. Police were chasing after some bad guy.
With Easter eggs?
Well,
He was
yeah.
like the Easter egg burglar.
Yeah, I'm picturing Chief Wiggum. He's dressed up in a bunny outfit.
Robble.
Suddenly he's the Hamburglar.
But the point is, the kids were out on an Easter egg hunt, and then they see a police helicopter clearly looking for someone. Just seconds before, they had seen 2 dudes racing across the field, and they knew it was like, okay, whoever these dudes are, they're looking for them. So this is the part that breaks my mind. I would just go, that way, he went that way.
Jumping and waving.
He's like, can't see the enemies over, kids dabbing all over the place. they're doing the Harlem Shake, I guess. Over.
And so these kids all lay down and they make a human arrow in the dirt.
I want to know whose idea that was.
That could have gone horribly awry. That's the first thing that I thought, because these guys are up in the helicopter looking around and they think, they just murdered like 9 kids. They're all dead.
They arranged the bodies. Call it
arrow.
reinforcements.
We're dealing with some real sick customers here.
But apparently this was totally effective. They now knew which way. They were able to relay the information. They ended up catching the bad guys.
yeah, they had a sniper up in the chopper and they just nailed
nope.
the Easter bunny. And the kids were just screaming.
Robble.
Yeah. You know what the Easter bunny is, right? It's not the Hamburglar. It's a different thing.
Not in this canon.
It's, I'm kind of excited about this new twist now.
Okay, to me, this is an easy new champion. This kind of level of coordination and the fact that it happens so fast, they're my current favorite.
I'm still with the kids drawing them out. Amateur cartographers. I want to see some of their other work.
The freaking Cartographers Guild is strong in this one.
I want to join it, but they keep rejecting me because I draw dragons on everything.
Australian school kids go full CSI on a vandal, and I assume that's not like a violence thing. They don't like go full CSI.
Well, when you were in school, did they offer like any sort of forensic science class?
They offer the coolest classes now. My kid just signed up for a movie watching class, and she's like, Dad, we just watch movies and talk about them. And I thought, yeah, no, that tracks. That's the world we live in.
God, that sucks. I had like 4-H and home ec to choose from. But they drag.
The important thing is that this school actually offered a forensic science class.
So these kids were super into it. They thought they were like Johnny Lee Miller in elementary. Someone was cutting up the tennis nets on their tennis courts, right?
Sure, yeah.
And so they decided to go out there and use their skills that they had learned in class, searching for everything, and they found what they thought were footprints of the culprit, right?
And because they learned the proper way to take photography, they got these high detailed shots. They essentially made a full, complete forensic map of how this crime happened. But the criminal came back later and robbed the store canteen, or as they call it down there, the tuck shop. And when the police showed up, they were thrilled to suddenly see all of these markers that they were able to match to the existing crime, and they were able to find the bad guy.
He would have gotten away with it if not for these damn kids.
It's totally true this time.
Right?
They were literally meddling kids.
Yes. And so I watch all of those CSI shows. No, I don't. That's not even true. I watched one of them. That's not even true.
Please leave this in. This confession. That was amazing.
I watched one of them. Yeah.
All right, so where do these guys go on your ranking?
The ingenuity and the precision, I think, is to be commended. That's the top right here.
Yeah,
this is the best one.
oh really? I see. This one is the least glamorous, and it's kind of the most obvious. If you spend all day studying how to do a thing, and suddenly you have a real life crime for you to solve, it seems like you would solve it. Plus, what was that Netflix show that was pretty much
BoJack
this?
Horseman.
No. Who drew the dicks? American Vandal. Dude, this is real life American Vandal. All of a sudden, they're taking their skills and expertise and applying it to a high school crime.
See, now I wish they'd showed the cops like mud impressions of penises. Like, we've got a penile rivulet that he left.
All right, where do you put them on the ranking?
They're at the top. I think that they are taking some really detailed skills and applying them to solve crimes. Much respect.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it doesn't have that in the moment pop that Making the Human Arrow has. So I'm gonna put them in a solid second place.
All right. Okay, so when you were 8 years old and you lost something, what would you do?
Cry.
Exactly. I would just cry and throw a fit until my parents bought me a new one, but
Yeah.
not Landon Crabtree.
Yeah, in this case, his iPad got stolen, and keep in mind, iPad was pretty much brand new back then, but also his parents totally got robbed. And in this case, now this is before Find My iPhone, this is before any default tracking apps or any of that stuff. He happened to have installed a tracking app on his iPad, and days after the crime happens, he just, beep, bop, boops, walks up to his dad and says, hey, I know where all our stolen stuff is.
I'm not capable of that now.
Okay, realize this is 1 year older than my youngest daughter.
Oh, wow.
Like, just imagine Callie coming up and being like, yeah, so anyway, here's all your stolen stuff.
I can't even comprehend that. I have a difficult time just remembering my Apple password.
Yeah, sure. Now, this is a hard one to put in our ranking system because we got to figure out which is the most important part. The fact that this happened in 2012, before all of this was standard, the fact that it was done by an 8-year-old, the fact that the dad had no idea how this son knew this incredible wizardry.
And he was right. It was found 4 miles away, so he did get his iPad back.
So how do you rank him?
It's good, but I'm gonna place him second because I still like the CSI.
Above the human arrow?
Above the human
Oh my
arrow.
God, what do you got against those teenagers?
They laid in the dirt and pointed.
Are you kidding me? They signaled to the skies. It's fine.
The CSI is the best, but this one's a close second.
I'm gonna put this kid above the cartographers. That's right, cartographers in last place.
Okay, fine. Stratford, Connecticut, 2015. Rebecca Pietro draws a sketch of a guy she saw burglarizing houses in the area.
And it's so good that it actually gets the dude arrested, at which point he confesses.
Now, we've drawn bicycles before on this, and they needed to be labeled bicycle.
Yeah, that's pretty charitable. I like that you wrote seat with 2 E's.
Yeah, No, that's an A. There's an A there, but I just wanted to make sure that there was no... Because this is maybe a cloud or some sort of amoeba.
But can you imagine 11 years old and look at it, it is very much a stick figure drawing, but you can tell it gets all of those important details exactly right. I don't blame the cops that they're like, yep, that is definitely a picture of that dude.
Now, you can't just draw a picture of someone and have the cops arrest them. Believe me, I've tried.
I was about to say, I wish.
Yeah,
You're like, now this troll.
Oh, the guy from South Austin once again turned in a picture of some spiky-haired magician, said he was a murderer.
In this case, they had a suspect they were looking at, but they can't just go arrest anybody that they suspect. But this is close enough to the person they suspected that it's like, well, that's enough to bring him in.
Yeah, so they already had a suspected burglar. They superimposed this picture with images of the suspect and said, oh, well, yeah, that's him.
Well, and of course, you bring someone in for questioning, and when people are guilty, also, unfortunately, sometimes when they're not guilty, they eventually break down and tell the truth. And in this case, the dude admitted to 10 different robberies.
Okay, so you're 11 years old and you're drawing a police sketch.
Yep.
Maybe of a guy that broke into your house.
Yep.
What does he look like?
Oh my God. First of all, he's topless and he's got like these giant pecs and 12-pack abs, and he's got the head of a bull with like snort coming out.
A minotaur broke into the house.
And laser eyes.
Laser minotaur? The laser minotaur is a scourge. He's got a rap sheet like you wouldn't believe.
I'm gonna draw a picture of it and show it to you.
I want to see. Oh, a t-shirt. Laser minotaur breaking into your house.
I hate to say it, but I'm gonna put this one slightly above cartographers because I can draw map. So for me, it's cartographers, stick figure, iPad, forensics, and number one, teenagers laying in the dirt.
They laid in the dirt.
Yeah!
No, they're at the bottom for me. At the very top, the CSI forensics team. Those are some skills. Second place, my cartographers, map drawing kids, solving crimes,
Cartel.
love it. Very bottom, kids laying in the dirt, just snitching, going, well, there's your guy.
All right, look, we got genuine controversy, so you know what that means. That means everybody in the comments has to decide who's right, and also, spoiler alert, we're both wrong. But put your own list down in the comments. And of course, we got to give a huge thanks to Polly Poiso for writing this article, and so many more of the other articles at themodernrogue.com.
It's a good looking site. Check it out.
It is.
These are anxious times,
I was
Brian.
about to say, man, dude, of all the times we've ever talked about feels, I can't think of a single time people would be more interested in feeling less anxiety, being better able to sleep, or feeling less pain. Weird times.
It's a requirement in the Murphy household now. I would like feels hooked up to some sort of nozzle to give me a CBD drip whenever I need it, and it's a lot. I need it. I need it a lot, Brian.
We should explain to everybody that Feels is premium CBD delivered directly to your home. These are crazy times because on the one end, we have scientific articles talking about the massive benefits that CBD tinctures and oils can have, but at the other time, you got a whole bunch of garbage where everybody's just throwing the word CBD on it, CBD sodas, CBD beers, or whatever. It's like, man, I want whatever the real stuff is, and I want experienced pros to gently walk me through the process, and that's why we will like Feels.
When they sent us the shipment of CBD, it was really professional in these discreet little vials. It's not like they sent us a growler of CBD and you just guessed. They had it measured out for exactly how much you would need.
Well, yeah, they call that the flight, and the idea is that you start at the lowest amount and you work your way up, because what's right is going to be right for you. It gives you the opportunity to figure out the right dosage, whether it's going to sleep, whether it's reducing anxiety or alleviating pain. You get to figure out what works for you, and the best part is they have a 24-hour hotline where you can talk to somebody who's swum in these waters for a while and explain exactly what it is you want to get, and more importantly, what it is you want to not have day to day that CBD can help alleviate. Feels is a monthly service that keeps you stocked in CBD oils, and you get 50% off your first order if you go to feals.com/ROGUE. I wish both of us didn't have names that were hard to spell, but if you go there, you'll be supporting the show and you'll be beginning your journey into relaxation, reducing anxiety, and getting better sleep, all thanks to our friends over at Feels CBD.
In a world where people are misusing the label of CBD, you want people who can give you the real stuff. This is the real stuff.
Yeah. You feeling the feels? Feels? That's your new slogan. You're welcome.
Feeling the feels.
What is the bravest moment you ever had as a kid?
Waited up all night with a pellet gun to catch Santa Claus breaking into my house. Wait, he never showed. Shoot him with a pellet gun, he pulls out a knife.
He grabs a candy cane and starts blasting Christmas cheer all over the place. You ever wonder who we sent to the South Pole, little boy?